Hey guys, and welcome to this week's reading vlog. I am just about ready to leave for work now, and I'm making my coffee. So for what I am currently reading, I am listening to the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix. This one recently came out and the book cover is just too adorable. I'll pop a picture up here and see if I can get a better photo of it. But the picture was too cute. I saw a lot of people talking about it and a lot of people love Grady Hendrix. I have never read a Grady Hendrix book, so I thought that I would pick this one up. And so far, I am liking it. It's very tropey. So this one is his first, there's one book in the series. This isn't necessarily a needed to read the second book, but it talks about, it like takes place in the same town. I think it was my best friend's exorcism. I'm not positive. Sorry, we're doing a little camera angle here. So, he was saying that you didn't need to read that book to be able to pick up this one. It wasn't a direct sequel, so I decided to pick this one up, and I'm enjoying it so far. This one is a bunch of older Southern women in a book club who are like middle-aged, and they tried to have this literary book club that was full of the greatest literature in the past, and they couldn't get into it, so now they're just switching back from like smut to true crime, and they're really just talking and focusing on the true crime stuff. And then basically in walks this very tropey vampire into the town, and they are not picking up on it that they are that he's a vampire. And I mean, it's pretty obvious he's a vampire. That's not a spoiler. Following all the tropes of can't be in without being invited in, can't go out after dark, like all these things. And it's so funny to listen to these women dissect this true crime book series, like true crime books, and saying like, oh well, I would be able to tell if like a murderer was in. And so it's very tropey, and it's like almost satirical, but I'm not positive if that's the vibe I'm getting, just because it's so tropey. Either way, I think it's intentional, and it's like done in a good way. Like, I'm not annoyed by how tropey it is. So, and Bindi Turpin, I believe is her name, is doing the audiobook, which she did The Hate You Give, she did Children of Blood and Bone. I really enjoy her types of accents that she can do. She's very talented for the narrator. So I am enjoying this, and more of what I think when I get further. I am on chapter 13, and I've only got about 10 hours left. It's not that big of an audiobook. So that is my update, and I will see you guys tonight. Hey guys, another update, same spot. So I just came home on my lunch break, and I've been listening to Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires while I've been at work for a little bit. And this is definitely getting into more of the horror aspect of it. I really thought it was going to be fluffy and tropey, and we're definitely getting into like the what the hell is happening type of sections of this book. So I guess it's could be maybe labeled as thriller. I'm not quite sure. Well, I guess it has to be fantasy because of vampires. But I'm enjoying this one. It's definitely picking up pace. It's such an easy read to listen to. Between the narration and how it's written, it's definitely like a bingeable book. So I'm on chapter 19. I've got a little over 8 hours left. So there is that one. And then I just picked up By the Book by Amanda Zellett. And this one is the Muggle Studies Book Club pick for May. So stay tuned on our Twitters to let you guys know when our live show is going to be for this one. Last month we did Crescent City, and this one is going to be on my channel on By the Book. This one is a girl who is a reader in high school. It's a YA contemporary, and it's a girl who reads a lot, and she thinks that she has like figured out the tropes to look out for. So she is, I think, educating another girl on how not to fall for these like horrible like young adult classic tropes. So she takes notes from like Jane Austen and other classics of things that have already been made, mistakes that have already been made. So I think this is gonna be real cute. It says, compiling the scoundrel survival guide using archetypes of literature's debonair bad boys to spot red flags in the dating department. So I think this is gonna be so cute, and I'm excited to get to this one and just like fly through that. So as I am eating my lunch, oh look how cute. As I am eating my lunch, I'm going to be reading a little bit of this. So I will check back in with you guys tonight. Hello, it is now Tuesday at about 7 o'clock, and I am currently watching Gabby. You can see her right over there on my TV. So I have finished now Southern Book Club's guide to slaying vampires. Is that it's the Grady Hendrix book. Let's pull this back up. Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. Yes, I will pop a picture up here. I love the cover. I'm obsessed with the cover for whatever reason. This book, so I know in my last update I was telling you guys how tropey it was. It like took a turn. I am pleasantly surprised with how this book turned out. I will say, like, if you are sensitive to like kind of gruesome torture like things, I'm not sure if this book would be good for you. It is labeled just in fiction, but it's definitely more of like thriller-esque. I wouldn't necessarily call it like full thriller because there's only a few scenes that are like heart-pounding. But hey guys, this is Editing Hannah. Since editing this video, I have now found out that Grady Hendrix is in the horror section of the bookstore, which is brand new, so I didn't know that it was classified as horror. And so this technically is my first horror book. So definitely, if you are squeamish, I'm not sure I would recommend this book, but I did enjoy it. So let's get it on back into the video. I really enjoyed this, and I was really surprised that I enjoyed this that much. I'm gonna rate it a 4 out of 5 stars. I would say that this like book is perfectly described as true crime loving Southern ladies decide to take justice into their own hands when a vampire comes waltzing into town. And I was really enjoying myself. I like binged probably half of it today, and so I've finished that one. I haven't figured out what I want to read next. I am debating about going through Throne of Glass again and listening to that on audiobook. I've also been debating Harry Potter. I also just downloaded Daisy Jones and the Sixth audiobook because I've heard that's really good on audiobook. So that's an option. I haven't decided. So, oh yeah, do you want to weigh in? And then I also haven't started by the book quite yet, but I do want to start physically reading that soon. But for my audiobook, as I am making stuff in the kitchen, I think I'm gonna start Throne of Glass again, just because I have all the audiobooks. It's been a minute. Oh my gosh, or I could just like stay with the vampire theme and redo Vampire Academy for like comfort, because I love Vampire Academy. So I'm gonna save Harry Potter until it gets later in the year. No, I'm gonna do Throne of Glass because I always redo Vampire Academy, but I haven't redone Throne of Glass. Throwback, I haven't reread Throne of Glass. I don't think I've ever reread Throne of Glass. So this will be the second time going through. Wild. I also may pick up my third volume of Snot Girl. And I need to finish my Harleen graphic novel as well too. So that is my update. I am off tomorrow, so I'm gonna definitely get some more audiobooking done and physically reading as well. And I will check back with you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, another update. Stay. It is about 1:10 on Wednesday, and I wanted to update you guys. Started Throne of Glass last night, but I didn't get very far. But I did start By the Book, which is our Muggle Studies Book Club pick for May. And it's very pretentious, but in a well-written type of way. So she is a young sophomore in high school who loves all of the great literature of like Jane Austen. She refers to, she talks about Anna Karenina, she talks about like basically all of the classics. She talks about Heathcliff, and she uses this very pretentious language because she reads all of this stuff that like her peers are calling her out for using all of these different words than they usually use. So I was annoyed at first when I started reading this. I'm only 32 pages in. I'm on chapter 4. And I was annoyed at first with all of the pretentious words, but it definitely creates a vibe in the book about like how much she's an outsider versus her peers, and they can tell type of thing. So, but I am enjoying it nonetheless, and it is good writing from what I am gathering from the first 30 pages or so. So that is my update for By the Book, and I will check back in with you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, it's another day in the reading vlog. I have no idea where I have left off, but I thought I would update you guys. It is Friday, May 15th at about 7 p.m. and before I lose the rest of my sunlight, I'm gonna go sit out on my back porch. Definitely a highlight of my new place. So I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna continue reading By the Book. I am still only 30-ish pages into it. And then for my audiobook, I have been listening to Throne of Glass, and that's been a lot of fun to re-listen to that one. So I am only on chapter 4, so I have about 12 hours left of that one as well. So that is my update. I've also been really getting into like coloring again. So I ended up buying this really awesome coloring book that is World Within Worlds. So I have just been vegging out and coloring one of that. This is a really cool coloring book. If you were into coloring books, I recommend getting this and checking it out. Also, very exciting, I did pick up our next book club pick besides By the Book. So this one is for June, and that is Beach Read by Emily Henry. I am so excited. This has already been like, it's been on my radar for like the beginning of the year when we picked out the books. But this is getting so much recent hype for it that I'm very excited about it. And I'm like trying not to crack into this right away because there's been so many good reviews out for this. And I'm like, I just want to devour it because it sounds like such a good book. But I know I need to get to this one first. But I may just jump into this one after this one. I haven't decided. But I'm very excited that I got my hands on this one a little bit early. So picked that one up. But for right now, I've got a little bit of sunlight left, so I'm going to get a little bit farther in By the Book. So I am currently outside. I love my backyard. It is, I've just got a little table here. This is what I get to look at. I freaking love Oregon. It's so stunning. And I have a little crying baby who either has to be on a harness when he's on the balcony or he has to be at the door because he already tried to maneuver his little shoulders outside of the bars of my balcony. So ridiculous. Well, come here. You're getting held though. You have to stay in my lap. You don't have your harness on. No. You're okay. Matter, huh? Can you go back inside? Well, that lasted like 30 seconds. Mom's not letting you go. Okay, okay. You're gonna go back inside then. Hello and welcome back to the reading vlog. I have Sherlock here with me and I wanted to update you guys. It is Sunday night and usually I stop these on Sunday nights, but I'm still gonna be reading for a little bit, so I thought I would update you guys. So I am currently on page 63 of this. It's definitely an easy read. I can definitely sit through and like you get lost in it. It's pretty bingeable, I would say. So I'm gonna read some more of this and let you guys know what I think. So far, I think it's a little bit unpredictable, but really enjoyable. I would definitely say like Mean Girls-esque. Like, you know, the like trope of like you're brand new to school but you like instantly get enveloped in a group of friends type of thing. Like, that's my feeling about this. And so it feels a little unrealistic, but I'm enjoying it nonetheless, and I'm gonna continue reading. I put my re-listen of Throne of Glass on hold because I'm gonna be doing a buddy read here soon, like in the beginning of June with someone. So I'm going to pause on that because I get to like show someone else Throne of Glass. So I'm very excited about that. And I decided to start listening to Vampire Academy because I just wanted something easy to listen to and put on that I didn't like have to like think about. So I decided to put that one on. I'm not very far in. I think I'm on like, let's see. Yeah, I'm like still in chapter 1. So I have not gotten very far in that, but I have read that before, so obviously I can blow through that, and it's a pretty short book. So I am going to continue reading this one and I will check back with you guys in a little bit. to end my vlogs before Sunday night because then I just fall asleep and I don't ever end the vlog. So I'm closing out this week's vlog. I'm starting another one, so stay tuned for weekly vlogs. I am trying to get back on my game, but I ended up getting to page 113 and I'm sticking with that. It's good, it's easy, it's fun. Very unlikely, like it feels very tropey, but the main character is really likable and she's still a bit pretentious. She's definitely older than she seems, but she's still very likable. So I am having a good time reading it regardless of its likelihood of the events happening. So that is it for this weekly vlog. Stay tuned for next week, which will technically be this week because I'm starting it today. So I will see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.